Haley said, I love this album. I think you're so brave and so cool and so raw.
There's things that I can't change, Lord knows I tried. Oh, baby, we can leave it all behind.
All the same. And people need to hear that watching, you know what I mean? Like, someone's probably struggling with their own self-image of, like, am I ever gonna, you know, am I worthy of love? Like, and God says you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. Jesus says that, and I really believe him.
You and Nick came to my birthday party and y'all were the only two dressed up.
Yo, they said, yo, he had a theme party. I'm on me.
But no one told me
That it was themed.
that it was themed. And so Kyle was like he was like telling everyone like, yo,
Everybody.
Tay, make sure you're
Make sure
dressed
you're
up.
dressed I get to
And I didn't even dress up. No one dressed up. It was just him and Nick.
That's it.
And they both have like full
Wait, which
wigs,
one?
full
What?
outfits.
Yeah.
When Justin Bieber first went live on Twitch, many fans couldn't believe it was real. There was no big announcement or flashy promotion, just Justin, sitting casually in front of his camera, talking like anyone else might on a live stream. He wasn't hyping a new album or dropping hints about a collaboration. He was eating, playing his guitar, and reading comments from viewers in real time. For someone who has spent so many years carefully protecting his private life, this felt completely unexpected. Almost immediately, clips from his stream started appearing on TikTok and X. People were struck by how different he seemed. Calmer, more approachable, even a little awkward. Some fans said it reminded them of the young kid who used to post YouTube covers before fame changed everything. Others wondered if there was a bigger reason behind these streams. Speculation quickly spread. Why was Justin suddenly going live so often? Was he bored, feeling nostalgic, trying to reconnect with fans without the stress of interviews or concerts? Or, as some suggested, was it a subtle way to earn money while keeping things low-key? Whatever his motivation, viewers began dissecting every moment, every glance, pause, or half-finished sentence. While many simply enjoyed seeing him relaxed and joking around, others thought there was a lot more going on behind the scenes. Then came the moment that shocked everyone. Justin started talking about something nobody expected, the birth of his son, and a tense moment in the delivery room that left fans stunned. Midway through one stream, Justin shared the story of his son Jack's birth. What should have been a sweet, memorable moment turned into one of his most surprising and unfiltered confessions. He explained that during Haley's labor, they had a doula, someone there to help and support the mother. But instead of easing tension, Justin admitted he didn't get along with her at all. He felt she was taking over his role and making him feel like a bystander during one of the most important moments of his life. The disagreement got so heated that he actually told the doula to leave, right there in the delivery room. The chat went wild. Viewers couldn't believe he was sharing this live, so openly. Some laughed, some cringed, and others wondered why he would reveal something so private to thousands of people. It was easy to imagine Haley wasn't thrilled either. Justin went on to say that after the argument, Haley asked him to apologize, as the tension was affecting the entire experience. He admitted that his emotions were high and that he just wanted to be present as a father. Fans had mixed reactions. Some sympathized, saying it was natural for him to feel protective and emotional. Others pointed out that the doula was simply doing the job Haley had chosen and paid for. Sharing it in such a raw, impulsive way gave people a rare glimpse into their relationship dynamics. That story marked a turning point for his streams. It showed just how open Justin was willing to be, maybe even too open. Fans realized that Twitch wasn't just casual entertainment anymore. He was letting people into his life one live stream at a time. Soon, he began discussing even more sensitive topics, including money, trust, and people he felt had taken advantage of him. After the birth story went viral, his stream started attracting attention not just from fans, but from anyone trying to figure out why he was doing this. While streaming looked fun and relaxed, people began to wonder if there was a deeper reason behind it. Rumors about his finances had already been circulating. Some claimed he'd had issues with his management team and fired several people after discovering money problems. Others suggested millions had gone missing somewhere along the way, prompting him to rebuild his business from scratch. While these were only speculations, the timing made fans curious. Suddenly, Justin was more visible, more talkative, and streaming regularly. During one session, he hinted at some of these issues. He talked about people in his life who used him for money and how he had finally learned to set boundaries. He never mentioned anyone by name, but longtime fans immediately connected the dots. For over a decade, Justin's career had been closely tied to Scooter Braun. Scooter discovered him as a teenager on YouTube, managed him, and helped shape him into a global superstar. When news broke that they had quietly parted ways, everyone knew something serious had happened. Justin's comments about being stepped on by people only interested in profit resonated with fans. One line in particular stood out: "I got to a point where I realized it's not worth being stepped on just because someone's helping me make money." It was simple but powerful. Fans understood it as more than just a statement about business. It sounded like Justin was finally taking control of his own life. After years of contracts, tours, and outside expectations dictating his choices, he was done letting others decide for him. Despite this, the money rumors persisted. Some believed his Twitch streams were a new way to earn income without relying on tours or record labels. Others thought he simply wanted a break from the spotlight, something authentic and easy. Whatever the reason, it was clear that Twitch wasn't just for fun. It was a way for Justin to show a version of himself free from managers, labels, or PR teams. But even with all the talk about money and trust, one name kept coming up: Scooter Braun, the man who had been with him since the very beginning. Justin and Scooter's relationship had always seemed unbreakable. Scooter discovered him at 13, guided him from a small-town YouTube kid to one of the world's biggest stars, and stood by him through controversies and challenges. Many believed their partnership would last forever. Then, in 2023, fans noticed Scooter was no longer listed as Justin's manager. There was no announcement, no explanation, just silence. As Justin spoke on Twitch about people taking advantage of him and only caring about money, fans immediately suspected he was referring to Scooter. He said, "I was surrounded by people who didn't care about me, only about what I could do for them, and I just got tired of pretending everything was okay." That single comment sparked a frenzy online. Fans started piecing together timelines: his split from Scooter, firing business managers, and now his emotional revelations on Twitch. Industry insiders suggested the split came after years of tension. Some said Justin felt trapped, lacking creative freedom, and being pushed into projects that didn't suit his mental health or personal goals. Others hinted that as Scooter's management empire grew, Justin felt he was no longer the top priority. Speculation about Justin and Scooter grew louder when Justin unfollowed several people connected to Scooter and stopped mentioning him entirely. The silence was striking. For someone who used to thank Scooter in nearly every acceptance speech, this sudden distance said a lot without a single word. On Twitch, Justin's tone was calm but firm. He spoke about setting boundaries and cutting ties with people who pretend to care but only show up when it benefits them. Fans flooded the chat with comments like, "He's talking about Scooter," "He's hurt but healing," and "This is his way of letting it out." Regardless of the full truth, it was clear that their relationship had changed. The young teen Scooter discovered had grown into a man determined to take control over his career, his money, and his peace of mind. As fans watched Justin moving forward, questions naturally arose. Would he perform again, or had he stepped away from the stage for good? His next reveal gave some clues, and it came through a surprising announcement about one major festival. During a casual Twitch stream, Justin mentioned that his only performance next year would be at Coachella. Just one show. The chat froze as people tried to process it. Was he joking? He seemed serious, describing his excitement to perform in the desert and calling it a lifelong dream. For most artists, this would be a huge announcement, but for Justin, it brought mixed reactions. Some fans were thrilled he'd be back on stage at all, while others felt disappointed. This was the same Justin who had sold out stadiums worldwide. One show felt small. It also raised questions. Why only one performance? Fans began digging. The Justice World Tour had ended abruptly due to health issues, both physical and mental, and it was clear the pressure had weighed heavily on him. People close to Justin said that while he missed performing, the idea of another full tour didn't feel right yet. So, the single Coachella show made sense as a gentle reintroduction to performing. Exciting, but manageable. Still, speculation ran wild. Some thought it might hint at a full comeback, while others assumed it was a one-time symbolic event rather than a career move. Justin shared that his set would include both older hits and new songs, blending them into a single show. He spoke with genuine excitement, almost like a kid, about performing under the desert sky. He even mentioned owning a home nearby, calling the area one of his favorite places in the world. For him, it wasn't just about music, it was about feeling at peace. Fans noticed a different energy in him when talking about Coachella, calm, happy, and relaxed, a stark contrast to his usual guarded self. But that calm didn't last long. A few streams later, Justin created one of the most viral moments of his Twitch era, and it had nothing to do with music. The trigger? His physical therapist walking on camera. He was live, chatting, strumming guitar, and joking with friends when Dr. Jocelyn Miranda, his longtime chiropractor, entered the frame. What looked like a routine moment quickly blew up online. Viewers noticed how close she was, adjusting his posture with a hand on his back. The chat exploded. People questioned the interaction, calling it too personal and a little too comfortable. Clips spread instantly across TikTok with comments like, "If I were Hailey, I'd be fuming," and "No way, that's just therapy." Others joked she was having the time of her life. Not everyone bought the drama. Many defended Justin, pointing out that Dr. Miranda wasn't a random person. She had treated both him and Hailey for years. She's respected in her field and praised for her professionalism. From this perspective, it was just a normal therapy session captured on camera. By then, though, the internet had already turned it into a debate. Some saw it as a sign of marital tension, while others argued it showed how his Twitch streams were spilling into parts of his private life that probably should have stayed off screen. Fans even tagged Hailey asking her opinion, which she ignored. Justin didn't directly respond to the backlash, but his next streams were noticeably more careful. He avoided showing too much of his surroundings and joked about needing better camera angles. It was obvious he had noticed the chaos and didn't want to fuel it further. What stood out most wasn't just the controversy, it was how fast it spiraled. In the past, his team would have controlled the narrative before it ever became public. Now, he was fully exposed. No PR filter, no scripts, just him and millions of people analyzing every movement. The therapist incident proved that this new Twitch Justin was risky. While it gave fans unprecedented access, it also blurred the line between what was private and what was public. Yet, this moment hinted at something bigger. By mid-2025, his Twitch channel had grown into more than a casual hangout. It became a platform where Justin could shape how people saw him. No interviews, paparazzi, or managers, just direct communication with fans. The streams began trending regularly, with highlights racking up millions of views on YouTube and TikTok. Viewers noticed a change in how he spoke. He wasn't polished or guarded anymore. He laughed at himself, made awkward jokes, forgot lyrics, and sometimes paused mid-stream when he lost his train of thought. Fans didn't mock him. They appreciated the authenticity. After years of a distant, carefully managed public persona, this version of Justin felt human again. Behind the scenes, this independence came with consequences. Earlier that year, he had fired several members of his old management circle. Sources close to him said he wanted less noise around his decisions and more direct connection with his audience. Hailey reportedly supported him, but remained cautious. She admired his effort to reconnect with fans, while worrying that the unfiltered setup could invite unnecessary drama, which, as the therapist moment showed, was a valid concern. Even after everything, Justin didn't hold back. During one stream, he said something fans quickly turned into a mantra. "I used to feel like I was being managed more than I was living. This feels like mine." It was a simple line, but it carried weight. For years, Justin had been directed by teams, managers, producers, stylists, and label executives. Every public move was carefully planned. Twitch flipped all that. Now, he could play an unfinished song, talk openly about his mental health, or disappear mid-stream without explanation. The unpredictability was part of the appeal. People were watching in droves. By June 2025, stream charts listed Justin among the top 20 most watched musicians on Twitch, averaging over 200,000 viewers per stream, numbers usually reserved for gaming icons, not pop stars. Even more interesting, about 60% of his audience was between 18 and 25, a generation that hadn't grown up with Baby or Sorry. He was reaching an entirely new fan base. Musically, things had shifted too. Instead of working on a full album under a label, Justin began teasing independent singles, openly discussing writing from home and recording with minimal gear. One night, he played a raw demo live, just guitar and vocals, and the chat erupted. Clips went viral within hours, with fans calling it his best song in years. It wasn't an official release, but the reaction mattered. People didn't care about polished perfection anymore, they craved honesty. And Justin finally seemed ready to give that to them. Still, questions lingered. Was this his new path as a Twitch-era artist, making music freely without label control? Or was it a temporary phase before another big comeback? Even Justin didn't seem certain, but for the first time in years, he wasn't hiding from the spotlight or being controlled by it. He was steering it himself. With Coachella approaching, fans could sense something bigger. This wasn't going to be just another performance. It felt like Justin reclaiming his space on his own terms. In the months leading up to the festival, he went quiet. Streams slowed, Instagram posts paused, and fans began to worry the show might not happen. Then, one night in March 2025, he suddenly went live. No title, no warning, just a soft "Yo, what's up?" as he strummed a guitar. It was his first stream in weeks, and he looked calm but focused. He didn't directly talk about Coachella, but hints were everywhere. A whiteboard behind him read April 12 with notes like "set list" and "keep it simple." When someone off camera asked if he was nervous, he laughed. "Nah, just ready," he said. "This one's for me." That line spread instantly. Fans clipped it, posting across TikTok and Twitter. It became proof that Justin wasn't performing for fame, he was doing it because he wanted to. When April arrived, the anticipation was massive. Coachella confirmed he would perform during the second weekend, and tickets sold out within hours. Even people who didn't usually attend festivals wanted to see his return. Questions swirled. Would there be dancers, big visuals, or pyrotechnics? Or would it be just him and a microphone? The night of the show, the desert was buzzing. Thousands stood around the stage, phones raised, waiting. Then the lights dimmed, and a single spotlight cut through the darkness. Justin walked out in a plain white t-shirt, loose jeans, and a black cap. No entourage, no theatrics, just a stool, a mic, and an acoustic guitar. He opened with Ghost, and the crowd went wild. His voice was raw at first, shaky, then gaining strength as the song progressed. You could see it on his face. This wasn't about a flashy comeback. It was about reclaiming joy in performing. He moved through stripped-down versions of Peaches, Hold On, and even Baby, which he sang with a smirk, fully embracing the song that had both defined and haunted him. Midway through, he introduced a new track, Halfway Home. He explained he wrote it during sleepless nights the previous winter, and that it was about trying to find peace in the middle of chaos. The audience went silent as he sang. The lyrics were simple but fragile, reflecting growing up, letting go, and realizing that fame alone doesn't heal. Only love, time, and self-discovery do. The next day, Halfway Home was everywhere online. Fans called it his most honest song yet. Even critics who had dismissed his Twitch phase praised the Coachella set, with Billboard calling it the most genuine performance of Justin's career. Haley was in the crowd that night, sitting quietly near the sound booth. Cameras caught her wiping tears during Halfway Home, though she smiled when the song ended. It was one of the few public moments between them that felt real. No strain, no performance, just quiet understanding. When the show ended, Justin simply said, "Thank you for still being here," waved once, and walked off. No encore, no fireworks, just the desert night and cheering fans. That performance wasn't just a return, it was closure. The Twitch streams, the controversies, the online chaos, everything led to that calm moment on stage. For the first time in years, Justin wasn't being defined by rumors, PR statements, or headlines. He was defining himself. As fans left, there was a shared sense that this wasn't just a comeback. It was a fresh start. Justin Bieber was back, but on his own terms. Thanks for watching. Love you all.